Shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city. I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss that's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Sam Howell as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Commanders and the Eagles coming up next.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And now the rookie's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Eagles at 500 hit 6-6. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Pass interference. Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
Automatic first down.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, so that'll bring up 2nd down. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Holding. Offense.
And they get the guard, John Runyon.
Still second down.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mills to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it and then fall incomplete.
I guarantee they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback. A 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders. Just shy of the 30. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down, Howell now. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's McDaniel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Howell back to Gibson and another catch for him. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Howell now to throw it. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Howell, 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Caleb Chason, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
They go play action. Mills. Wide open receiver complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA's. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On second down, Mills again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Mills. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing here, Howell. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McDaniel. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Faking the handoff, Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Holding, offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Back to throw, Howell. He finds his man, complete. It's McDaniel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Howell. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Naheem Hines. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Left side, Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mills. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, Mills. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mills now. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Elijah Mitchell, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first down, Hughes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. First down, Howell to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McDaniel. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Bass is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mills. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 24. He'll start with a give to Robinson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Howell. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's Howell with another throw. And it's caught. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Howell. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Sam Howell taking it in from a yard out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Mills. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Looking to throw is Mills. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And quickly, they get to the line. first down. Here's Mitchell. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now Mills. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of those. That's a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take...
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Powell's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. On first down, Howell. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Howell from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another throw for Howell. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action now, Mills. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Hughes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And Howell will throw it. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Powell. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
This is Hines. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Mills to throw it. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Robinson up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game